there we have it. Hangman Adam Page facing off against Matt Hardy, the big money match. Let's go.
He's Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny to AEW confirm. He is the Hall of Fame signing. You heard it here first. Get it down to all the major news places. Fightful, Wrestle Talk, Cultaholic, TWM, all of them. Maybe not the last one.
Wait, what do you say? Cultaholic?
No, the last one was our old job. Yeah, no, Dan, you are right. Like, I think they're doing the whole full circle thing if Hangman beats Kenny because it goes full circle with their story.
Well, you know, like Hangman, did he get kicked out of the Elite, or did he leave the Elite on his own accord? Like, the Elite, that group, they're so close-knit, and he was always the one, you know, kind of by the side, and never really, like maybe he was only in the Elite because in New Japan, like they're the only guys he could hang out with, like the only guys that can speak English, and then now that they're in America, he realizes maybe he doesn't have as much in common with them anymore.
Hangman was never really the Elite. Hangman was Bullet Club because he was the Bullet Club prospect from Ring of Honor. And then he got so over because he's such a good wrestler that he ended up kind of being just the... They knew they had Cody, they had Kenny, they had the Bucks, they had Omega. They needed a young talent in there. Otherwise, it just looks like five lads making their own promotion. Basically doing a Jeff Jarrett TNA kind of thing of no one wants me, I'll make my own promotion. That sort of thing. But the whole story, like, he was never really... I don't think he ever felt comfortable because he always felt in the shadow. I think the story was that he always felt in the shadow of everyone else. Very similar. You know what? He's very, very similar to Daniel Bryan, the road to like WrestleMania 30 thing of him being like feeling like he's the weak link. You know, with Team Hell No, when Daniel Bryan was like trying to show he's not the weak link, so on and so forth. I feel like that's what they were trying to do with Hangman Page in the Elite, and then he left. Like they had the big falling out with the Young Bucks. Hey Tom, by the way, thanks for dropping by. They had like the thing with the Young Bucks, and then he kind of came back, but he came back he came back to help, not to be friends with them. So it's an interesting, like it's really, really interesting that like they've accidentally done a lot of good world building with actually not accidentally. They kind of put themselves out of a situation quite well. That's probably the best way of putting
it. I'm just laughing now. I've just seen Dan's comment. He thinks he knows who it is. It's Fat Ass Massa. That's a name I've not heard in a little while. Think.
Oh, he comes up on my Instagram recommended all the time. All the time. Every time I'm going for Instagram recommended, it's like wrestling news, random like football stuff, and then just Massa every third photo on my recommended. It's so funny because I was like, it's just Massa putting up then going, "Happy birthday to Rick Rude. I met you once in the 80s."
That's so random.
He's just.
But yeah, I think the real question there is, like, if he keeps coming up in your recommended, like, why aren't you already following him?
He doesn't fit my aesthetic of my Instagram, which is
He's not on your brand.
and then it's mates and then wrestling people I like / think are pretty and are good wrestlers.
We got a couple people in the chat here saying that they're going to lurk Justice Stee and Tom Collahue. Appreciate that, gents. Hope you're both. Ooh, I thought that was it then. Hope you're both looking forward to Revolution. I know I certainly am.
Yeah, what about you, Matty? Looking forward. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm just liking Tom going, looking forward to what you guys give me. The content is going to be flowing on this stream. You've got me who've not been in front of a microphone live for about 6 weeks, trying to preview wrestling that I watch in the background. But I still seem to gain a... The other thing, I've become a real... There's an ice cream van. It's really loud outside my house. Like, I've become a real passive wrestling fan over the last, like, year. Like, I don't watch nearly as much as I used to. I've kind of, like, through no fault of anyone else's, it was just, obviously, a lot happened. We don't need to go into details. A lot happened over the last, like, 18 months. So, like, a lot of stuff I kind of just don't watch anymore. So I still dabble. Like, I'll watch my AEW and I'll watch NXT and I'll watch Impact. It'll be on in the background while I'm doing other stuff. Only thing I really watch kind of fully and get invested in is PJPW. It's great. Tom said, mate, when I started streaming, I was full on out of the loop. You can still make good shows, and I'm here knowing you guys will do that. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated.
So that's very nice of you to say. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah. So like, I'm trying. Was that a neck breaker or Twist of Fate? I think that was just a neck breaker from Matthew Hardy.
Oh, but what about this?
Speaking of it, there's the twist though.
Well, I think you found out was actually a swinging neck breaker, face planting cutter.
That's what it's called. Legally, that's what we have to call it.
Or as Michael Cole calls it, inverted blue thunder bomb.
Modified Michinoku driver. Standing shooting star from the old Hangman. Oh, near fall after near fall.
I'd say like this match is a lot closer than we expected. We've thought, 2.9. We both expected Hangman to get the easy win here, but Hardy is... Well, what was that? That was like some kind of fall away slam thing.
He does, yeah. He's really good with he does that really cool suplex thing. Also, one of my favorite things about Hangman Page is that before he's a full-time wrestler, he was a teacher. So he's a fellow member of the education establishment. Yeah, there's a great photo of him with his class, and it's like when your teacher joins the Bullet Club and he says you don't have to do your homework, and it's just all of them doing the 2-sweet outside their classroom. It's really funny. Oh yeah, no, I do love me some Hangman. He's like, they've nailed a cowboy to be a really relatable character, of just this like anxious, unsure of himself, finding his way guy in the world, and it's really, really good.
Yeah, but I think after Red Dead Redemption 2, like that cowboy looking for his place in the world is like the guaranteed successful character.
They've almost found like a... Oh, did have a Twist of Fate?
Twist of Fate.
Or Modified Blue Thunderbomb. I just no-sold it. Straight up no-sold the Twist of Fate. I love it. Go on, Hangman.
Calls it inverted RKO.
I told you, it's a modified Michinoku driver.
The Discus Lariat.
With the Hangman, they've almost found like almost like a millennial Stone Cold Steve Austin. With the whole drinking thing, but it's like not a badass drinking thing. It's I'm drinking because everything is too much in the world. But I haven't got a problem. I just drink because I enjoy my booze, and it's an escape from the madness that is everything going on in wrestling, which is great. Like I love it. It's so well done.
Well, and there he picks up the victory. Diving moonsault there enough to put him away.
Flying clothesline and standing moonsault. The patented Hangman Page finish.
Well, you say he says he doesn't have a problem, but does he just say that he doesn't have a problem? Like, do we know, or like
if it goes down that route, then it's going down a massively dark route with Hangman. If they go down the route of he's hiding the fact that he has a severe drinking problem, then they're going down a mad route with him. But I like it. It's just all. I fell in love with him completely ever since they did the thing of. He's announced himself for the Eliminator tournament through several drunken, rambling voicemails, and they typed it out as a press release, which was the best thing they've ever done. So funny.
It's stuff like that. Like that's the kind of entertainment I think AEW gives you. Like you don't get that from any other promotions. Like certainly not of that size. Like maybe at some smaller, like indie promotions, you can get that kind of thing. Like you just wouldn't. I mean, WWE's they got shareholders, they're on the stock exchange, they can't be doing silly shit like that, whereas AEW can kind of just get away with, like, this exploding barbed wire death match. Like, how is that even happening?
Delve into the match.
So we've got the team of Orange Cassidy and Tricky T, the best friends, and they're taking on the best friends versus the best man, Miro, and the newlywed, Kip Sabian.
Yeah. In this one, he's called Rusev. They've bought the copyright back from WWE like they did with Cody Rhodes, so he's allowed to be called Rusev for one night only. Oh, we've got the Julia fan club in the chat now.
You know, I'm a bit annoyed.
I don't like her. She's
here because
so overrated.
I don't know many of the Stardom wrestlers, and Julia is one of the only ones I do know, but I recognise her from her hair, and now without it, I'm just not going to know who it is.
He looks really cool with the buzzed hair. Apparently that hair versus hair match is very, very good. But yeah, no, I'm just not a big fan of Julia. I feel like she's massively over pushed in Stardom, and it massively put me off Stardom because I was a big fan of Tam Nakano and I can't remember. There's one with a real name like Yumiyashi Cheetah. There was another. They had a match in December that was surprisingly good. But I'm not a big fan of Julia, which is why I watch. Why I watch more Tokyo Joshi, because they got Yuki Kamafuku on there as well, and she is the business.
Do you know
Emily?
Oh, sorry, go on.
I was going to talk to Emily, but you talk first, and
I was just going to say, I know who you can be mates with is the True Star in the chat, because he loves a bit of Bushi.
Good lads. Joshi's great. Joshi's always fun to watch. Because not only do you get good wrestling, you also get a song and dance number at the start of the show, which is always great fun. And also, a wrestler in Tokyo Joshi comes out to Old McDonald Had a Farm, which is one of the most weird, jarring things ever, but I love it. And you could pull off a J-pad. Only if we put you in a hair versus hair match with Mike. But he's got to get his lockdown trim sorted eventually, so you might as well book it in a match.
Eddie wants to know who can stop the path of Cage. Going to be Orange Cassidy? Is going to be Kip? Can anybody stop the path?
By the end of Revolution, there might be 2 paths of Cage on the show. You don't know.
Well, would that be Christian Cage?
Yeah, potentially. But then again, I was wondering about that. If he ends up being the being a Hall of Fame signing, can they call him Christian Cage because they've got a Brian Cage? Like that's going to be really confusing.
It's going to be like the whole Tony K and Allison K again.
We're going to get them all. It's going to be the whole Kelly Klein, Killer Kelly problem that I had a few years back.
Oh, we got a toast to the host who can boast the most roast. This is Kurt coming in with the host. Much appreciated.
Love it.
You get a shout out for Kurt because he's streaming over on his channel too.
Big boy Kurt with the host. Love to see it.
With some traveling outdoors. So some Wrestling Empire as well, I think he said.
Oh, I love a bit of Wrestling Empire. It's my favourite game on the Switch at the moment.
I wish I had a Switch just to play that. You can get it on Android and iOS. It's just not quite the same, I don't think.
Yeah, it's so much. Like I'm really OCD and anal with that game. So I've already taken all the wrestlers and renamed them to IRL wrestlers.
Oh no! What's wrong with the names? They get funnier though, like Snowjob.
Yeah, no, but it's really annoying. My favourite thing is I took the wrestlers that weren't real wrestlers and I've named them. You know that list of Chuck Taylor wrestling names that he made up? I've named all of them. I've named a bunch of them that. Long Haul, Lenny Broadway, Dick the Hammer Dick, that sort of thing. And then I've just named some random heroes as just mates of mine. So Mariah and Casey have both got people in there. New in Town, Luke Wilcox.
You'll be running their whole little e-fed over there.
Yeah, that will happen when I've moved and I've got my Twitch stream, my Twitch office set up.
Right, all 4 men are now in. Oh shit! I forgot to turn the tag team interference off, so this match is going to go on for like an hour. Did you see that? Kip went up top and then he wimped out.
He was going to go for a 6:30, and then he realised he's a coward, so he couldn't do it.
Emily's never seen this game before.
It's Fire Pro. It's Fire Pro Wrestling, my dude.
Do you remember that time we showed this game to Bronco Brendan and he was like, why do they keep locking up all the time?
Oh, what? The stream we did where we were talking to him for nearly an hour and didn't realise that we'd pressed the wrong button.
Yeah. We had him on the stream and the stream just couldn't hear him, so we were talking to ourselves.
Yeah, it was glorious. Absolutely glorious scenes.
Oh, the sea shanty's come on. No one's redeemed it. Oh, it's come on the Spotify.
Is it come on the sea shanty Spotify?
I can't believe they didn't sing the sea shanty at the what was that thing you said, the beach break?
You thought of the sea shanty at a beach break, yeah? That whole sea shanty thing completely passed me by as a concept.
Wait, what?
That whole sea shanty thing completely passed me by as a concept. Yeah. I saw it being a thing. I was like, I don't understand what's going on.
So basically, back in like the 1900s or something, there were pirates and they used to sing on the boats to like pass the time.
I get what sea shanties are. It's just the whole TikTok trend. Just
okay, so there's like a photo of like. So in Wales we call them Spice Boys. Like you probably call them something similar in Essex, like the people who wear super tight jeans, like wear a t-shirt with like a suit jacket.
Oh, we call them wankers in Essex, yeah.
There was a photo of a group of guys outside the Slug and Lettuce, and someone...
I've seen that photo, the Brummy lads, yeah. They're going to get like a Netflix series, apparently.
Oh, really?
Just apparently, I remember seeing someone saying that they're going to like, there's going to be like a Netflix thing on these guys.
And yeah, someone basically memed...
Sorry. Mike just went, they're called Ospreys in Essex, and that is fucking accurate. Yeah, go on.
Well, that's the name of a Netflix.
No idea.
Oh no, that's the name. Right, okay, I see what you.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah, basically, someone memed that photo so that they were singing the sea shanty, and that blew up.
Ah, okay, fair enough. I get you now. I understand. Got a big pen? Oh, broken up. Oh,
but yeah, anyway, if you like, I've got some music on playing in the background. If you enjoy the music, this is all called Stream Beats. This is DMCA free music available to use for all your YouTube videos, for all your Twitch streams. You will not get copyright struck. I recently joined the Stream Beats Twitch team, so if you see the link below, if you want to check that out, it's all set up by a guy called Harris Heller, who, as well, if you stream, if you make YouTube videos, check him out, because I've basically learned everything I have like from that guy.
Oh, I need some more players and stuff. You might have to hook me up. Hook me up, Reese.
So this is like a rock album. It came out like a week or two ago, and it's like, I can't believe I get this for free.
Yeah, oh, cool, definitely. Like, set me up.
Oh, do you see that nice little double pose there from Kip and Miro?
They've been planning their poses. They've been playing their victory poses. Will it help them in this tag team match? We don't know. But if the ref doesn't get control and stop these perpetual double teams,
Cassidy put in a bit more sauce behind those kicks when we used to see him.
Even he's like, I want to get to the exploding barbed wire deathmatch. So can we hurry this along, please?
I think I just realised. With what, 3 matches in? There's like 9 matches on this card.
What we got left? We got the MJF and Jericho against the Bucks. We've got the other tag match. We've got Ryu against
2.9. So we have the Bucks and the Inner Circle, Team Taz versus Darby Allin and Sting, Hikaru Shida versus Ryu Mizunami. We have the Face of the Revolution match. Oh, is this it? What's that? The Gator Clutch? Has to be breaks it up there.
I don't know how we're going to do the tag team battle royal, to be fair.
I think we just won't.
We simply won't.
But Cassidy goes up top. We don't see that. But he just gets straight back down.
He got back down.
I get up. Can I get back down again?
You're never going to say shade of Chumba. Will Chumbawamba turn up at Revolution tonight? Only time will tell. We do not know. We cannot confirm
We
or
need
deny.
we need to talk
with
about
the Chumbawamba, the Hall of Fame level signing to AEW.
We need to talk about who is going to turn up.
I've got two. I think one seems quite likely now, which would be Christian.
The one
that's gained enough momentum.
The one thing. Oh, Cassidy rolls him up. Just the one. The one thing that makes me think not Christian though is that Wrestling Inc., like a news website, a guy called Raj Giri, who I think is quite reputable, reported that Christian had signed with WWE, so that's the only reason I think it wouldn't be him. Do you know all this talk of Christian? Oh my god, you see that powerbomb there? All this talk of Christian, I listened to the Edge and Christian with the Destino, Edge and Christian podcast of Awesomeness or whatever it's called a couple of years ago. And there's an episode where they meet Tony Khan, and Christian spoke about like how awesome Tony Khan was, how much respect that Tony Khan had for Christian as a wrestler.
Yeah, no, I remember them talking to Tony Khan when they both weren't signed. Yeah,
after I remembered hearing that, I would not be surprised at all.
My one that's not been mentioned a lot, I know everyone's saying there's going to be a bit of a damn squib, but for some reason they said, oh, there we go, there's the pin.
Well, Kip Sabian's picked up the win there.
Kip Sabian with the old Batista thought there as well. My theory for that is they said Hall of Fame caliber. This person has a Hall of Fame name. She's been rumored to turn up. I put money that it could be Tessa Blanchard. I've got a feeling it's going to be Tessa Blanchard. If not, then Christian or Kurt Angle. It's not CM Punk. It won't be CM Punk. Stop saying it's CM Punk. It's not CM Punk.
Okay, so I've not heard him talking, but Tony Khan spoke somewhere. I think like on the AEW. Have they got a podcast or something? AEW Unrestricted.
Unrestricted, yeah, with Aubrey and Big Tony Schiavone.
Apparently, Tony said it was male.
Oh, they say he. Okay. It's probably going to be. If it's someone like, if it's Kurt Angle, I'm kind of like, okay, cool.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not 100%. So I'm not 100%, but only did. That's just hearsay. That's what I heard someone else say that he said. So, that's not 100%. But something else that I did hear was that they're under 50. I think was it Kurt Angle is 50. I'm gonna look this up.
How old is Kurt Angle? Watch him be 49.
Yeah, so Kurt Angle
52.
is 52, yeah. So if he did say it's somebody under 50, it wouldn't be Angle. I think like Angle and Christian have to be the two like front runners, would you say?
Have someone like a Top Flight or a Silver and Reynolds like upset Jericho and MJF because of like distraction from Sammy Guevara. Like in a big TV special or a pay-per-view in a few months. But yeah, I feel like the Bucks have had the belts. I reckon this will be a really good match.
Jericho MJF is very much a character-based wrestler. Like everything about him is all, like his mic work, his persona and whatnot. But he can get it done in the ring. Like we've seen his matches with Jungle Boy. And like also, did they have a tag match, MJF and Wardlow against Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, I believe it was?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Both those matches were like fantastic. So MJF can go in the ring. Like Jericho is like an all-time great, and the Bucks, I believe, are like the best tag team on the planet. That's why they're the AEW champions. So this match, I think, could really deliver here.
Yeah, I feel like they want to keep Jericho in tag matches now, because I think they've realised that maybe the gas tank's a bit empty on him being like a main event single. Like he's still there for name value, but I think they've realised that the gas tank's a bit empty on him being a constant main event single star. So putting him in a tag team is a sensible option, and then eventually you can put over Sammy, and then probably semi-retire in the next. I wouldn't think he's going to out and out retire, but I reckon he'll like be a very sporadic appearance maker in the next like 2-3 years. He's done everything he needs to do now. So I don't see why he'd keep going on and become. He doesn't want to do like a Taker and like the whole parody of his former self. He's already been mocked for not being able to hit a moonsault and being old, basically, by people on the internet who are like, "You don't look like how you did in the Attitude Era, lol." So,
which is a shame, really. Like, there's no need for that, really.
Yeah, there isn't. I thought it was dumb. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's body shaming and all that." I feel like people are just going, "Why don't you look like you did 20 years ago?" It's like, well, do you look like how you did 20 years ago? No. Like, he's still in decent nick and he can still, like, wrestle a 30, 40-minute match. Like, there are other things you should be having a go at Jericho about. There's a bunch of things. There's a reason why he's not my favorite wrestler anymore, which is real sad because he was my favorite wrestler, like, ever. I love Jericho. And then he's kind of... I likened it to Wenger's final few seasons at Arsenal, but in a more socially inappropriate way, where he's just he's basically tarnished his legacy, I feel, with him being a bit of a, I don't know, contrarian knobhead, basically. Or however you put it. I don't want to get into the whole political situation, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, but he can still go, and he's going to be a good foil in this match. He'll probably be the one getting the heat on the Bucks, and then Jericho and MJF will take the heat, or take the shine back from Matt and Nick. But I think MJF and Jericho are going to win the tag belts. It's a nice change of pace, and it keeps the Inner Circle fresh, as fresh as they can be, even though you've got another tag team in there. Maybe that's how they split them up. Maybe you do get Jericho and MJF against Santana and Ortiz, and you turn Santana and Ortiz face. There's a whole bunch of things, but I think Jericho and MJF are nailed on for this one. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I thought the Bucks would retain, but actually, like, now that you laid it out like that, like, I think all of that does make a lot of sense. So, yeah, I'd be inclined to agree with you. I think you've won me over there.
Oh, good. I should go into what's it, like, court case. Being a lawyer, why can't I think of the word? But yeah, well, let's see what Fire Pro decides. Because obviously, this is the be all and end all. This is how they're deciding who wins and loses matches in AEW. They just put it on Fire Pro and then see what happens.
So let's find out. Wins and losses matter in AEW.
Mike said Hall of Famer is going to be Swamp Monster, or it's going to be Mr. Azerbaijan. It can't be Mr. Azerbaijan, Mike, because of the oil shortage in Azerbaijan's come back again due to the pandemic, so he's not allowed to travel. That's why there was no Sexiest Man in Azerbaijan contest this year. Otherwise, he would have won yet another Sexiest Man in Azerbaijan trophy.
Also, isn't Swamp Monster currently signed to NXT?
The Swamp Monster is currently signed to NXT, 205 Live, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's signed to all places. It's just wherever he wants to turn up.
He does what he wants, yeah.
He does what he wants. The Young Bucks hogging the spotlight, demanding two. I've just realised it. Have you just seen the upper third on Matt Jackson?
So these guys must have had the titles back when we were doing our E-Fed, I guess. The 6-man
the Young Bucks, the boys kissing champions.
They were the 6-man tag champions, the Young Bucks with Vladimir Putin, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Putin as our big heel.
And speaking of big heel, here he is. He's better than you, and you know it.
MJ.
Big Bad Max. Brewstar's back in the chat. Welcome on back, buddy. Oh, I was getting so caught up in the everything going on with, like, predicting wrestling.
Oh, hello.
I've been neglecting.
It's a big name follow.
We've got a new follow. Keep it 100. TK has joined the stream. Welcome on in, buddy. Look, I got the channel points redemptions working thanks to you using Trigger Fire. So can you go on ahead and redeem a couple of them? Your Reese's Pieces. We got Jericho and MJF in the Inner Circle taking on the Young Bucks. AEW Tag Team Championship on the line.
He's doing a big special stream, isn't he? I think March 3rd? I can't remember.
Yeah, he is, of course.
Let me double check his Instagram. TK is doing a big big stream this week, and I want to give him the big plug ski. Hold on.
Get a shout out in the chat there. Good, check out TK Cooper. Going to be doing that big charity stream.
When is it? I've got to find the. There we go. March 12th. He's doing a charity stream to raise some money for a good cause, celebrating 10 years in wrestling.
Oh, that's next week then.
Yeah, it's next week. I'll be knocking about. I got mad love for Teeks. He's an absolute Donny. So like I said, TK's the one of the reasons I got into Brit Rest. So you're welcome, or maybe why did you do this to me? Depends which side you want to put it on in this day and age. But yeah, no, TK's one of my favorite wrestlers, and he's a lovely human being. So I'll be on the charity stream doing the donates. Make sure you guys are as well. I think it's 6 p.m. UK time on Saturday. So yeah, make sure you're there for Teeks.
Also, so did you hear about? It was a couple months ago, but when TK went back to New Zealand, I think he like basically didn't tell anyone, and he's redeemed sea
Oh, cheeky sea shiny for the lad. I saw all of his promos from going back to I saw all of TK's promos when he went back to New Zealand, because every promo he does is fire. And this isn't me being in the chat. I put this on Twitter all the time, that TK, I don't think I've ever seen TK cut a bad promo ever. The man just spits bars all the time when he does promos and stuff. But yeah, like I don't know about the thing. So what he went over, and it was the complete surprise. That's quite cool. That is quite cool.
Yeah, so I was him on Twitch a couple of times around that time, and he like made absolutely no mention of it. And I swear at one point he even said like, "Oh, it's 10:30," being like, but it was UK time. But he was in New Zealand in a hotel quarantining, which I had no idea about, and like I don't think anyone knew.
Love it. That is brilliant. If that is true, that is brilliant. I love that. That is ultimate respect if that's true. So we got. I got a question for you, Reese, in regards to this. Did you that Emily popped in? I knew. Yes, of course you did. We know you did. Know the beatdown of Papa Buck they did on Dynamite this week, or the week before rather, sorry.
Yeah, very, very sad. I thought, Papa Buck, he's an innocent bystander. He's done nothing wrong, and he's the one getting absolutely battered. It's like, poor Papa Buck. It
was a great thing, but my issue with it is, do you know the blood on his head?
Yeah.
Was it just me? It just looked like they'd like. It looked like they've just gone, we're going to pour ketchup on your head and throw you into a trunk. It did not look like blood at all.
If your forehead's bleeding, and like I have cut open my forehead before, it does make a lot of blood. But you don't then smear it over the rest of your head. Like that's not what you do. You get infected.
It looked like someone just poured Heinz all over his head. Oh, sorry, TK. It's Friday night, 6 p.m., not Saturday. Apologies. I can definitely be there then, because I won't be out. I won't be out sorting out house stuff on Saturday. I won't be travelling back from
Code Red.
The coast. Oh, Code Red Yoshi Tonic. Call it what you will. It was a near fall. Can I dream in the big announcement would be Kento Miyahara? That would be good. I thought it was going to be a card. My moonshot was Okada. I thought they were going to put a video package up saying Okada was going to do like an excursion for AEW for a bit, because he's doing nothing in New Japan at the moment.
I think Tony's called in on a family member, I think it could be. This is a mystery man.
What, Shad?
It's a mystery man, and I think...
I just realised what you're doing.
Yeah, go on. Than a man with a question mark on his face. And no, not the question mark. I mean, of course, the Great O'Khan.
That'd be... If they ever make Tony Khan an on-screen heel character, if they don't bring in the Great O'Khan as his family member / bodyguard, I don't think I could watch AEW again. It rates itself. It just rates itself, doesn't it?
The forbidden button. What am I saying? I'm so hungover. The forbidden door is well and truly open.
The forbidden door's been kicked in by the Great O-Khan. It'd be great if they did, if it was anyone from Japan. Like I said, my idea was that they would bring in. I was like, they could bring Allin in because he's not doing anything, and it'd be a big name for them to bring in. They can just show a video package at the show. I don't see why they'd need to like have them there in person. But apparently, like Okada's knackered, like he's got like herniated disc in his back or something. So he's like, yeah, I don't think he's coming over to. Oh my god, I think that means he's out. Oh no, that means he finishes still, doesn't it? Oh, the breakdown.
Yeah, he's what held in our
2001. Jericho just hit the breakdown. His seldom seen 2002 finisher, the old sleeper slam. Oh, Pele, the Pele.
Both members of the Bucks in here.
Yoshi Tonic.
Oh, he misses the step of Enziguri, and now it's 2-on-1.
He missed it by miles as well. Oh, big double team power bomb. What's MJF going for? Oh, no, strong style. Fighting spirit. Super kick. No sell in the lariat. There's your step up in Z.
Oh, and a big splash. Leads of Big Daddy V.
Maybe the Hall of Fame announcement is Big Papa T. That's the ultimate one we want. There's a code breaker and then a breakdown.
Maybe the big announcement is Jimmy King.
It's Jimmy King. Then he gets jumped by the inner circle. They do a 4-post massacre.
Because Ben Baker do Captain Insano versus Jimmy King.
I'm not gonna lie. I hope that they do at some point. They do like a Captain Insano callback. They could easily bring in Adam Sandler and do a thing of like Captain Insano. It'd be the best thing ever. I would love it. The big announcement is me, says Emily. But Emily, you're like 3 foot tall, so it wouldn't be a big announcement.
So Emily No Mates is all elite.
No mates, but all elite.
Your username to all elite Emily.
I actually wonder if it would be David Arquette. That would piss so many people off, but I generally would love it if it was David Arquette.
The hot take, David Arquette belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Oh yes, no question. I agree. David Arquette should be in the Hall of Fame. There it is. So the Bucks have completely proven my theory wrong that they're going to win the belts back. I remember that, Emily.
Yeah, that was...
Emily just said, I'm not changing my username after, so I changed it one time and someone stole it and made a parody of me. That was the funniest 2 days. That was so funny. Because you know I'd do it.
Yeah, 88%, and still the AEW Tag Champions, the Jackson Brothers, Matt and Nick, the Young Bucks. Big Papa Buck is at home, feeling very proud of his boys.
Wiping ketchup off of his face.
We're going to do, what, Scorpio Sky, Lance Archer, Rey Fenix, and Cody. And we also got the mystery... we got 4 mystery opponents. TK Cooper, Ethan Page, Pickle Rick, and the Panda.
Yeah. Also, I love you've got TK in his old school dungas as well.
Had to be done.
Vintage TK Cooper.
It really is, yeah. Anyway, let's get into this and see who will be... What's this match called? The Face of the Revolution?
Face of the Revolution ladder match.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. The pay-per-view's called Revolution. The winner of it could be Face of the Revolution. The winner gets a TNT title. That's basically it.
But you know, it's called like the Face of the Revolution, but also aren't FTR having another member? So is Cody going to win this and then join FTR?
But they're the Revelation. It's fine.
Ah, okay.
I just said vintage TK, and then TK said in the chat, vintage me, and I was like, I forgot he's in there.
It is absolutely vintage.
But obviously, this is going to be a battle royal. I'm hoping it's a battle royal and not a ladder match because there's no ladder match stuff on this game.
I wish we did. I think it would be a lot of fun. I think it would be a barrel of laughs.
It would. Cody's immediately facing off with the Panda.
There you go. Scorpio Sky takes Pickle Rick down there.
Lance Archer's going after Phoenix, and Ethan Page is fighting TK Cooper.
We have the two YouTube wrestlers, right? So that's Ethan Page trying to take out ETM's TK Cooper there.
Yeah. Battle of the Twitch streams as well, with TK and Ethan.
Yeah, that's true. I don't quite know what Pickle Rick and Scorpio Sky have in common, but...
Well, I think Pickle Rick backstage said that Scorpio Sky doesn't have the IQ to understand Rick and Morty, so that's why they've got heat in this match. And Cody just fights Panda because he just hates everything associated with the WWE, including the World Wildlife Federation. So
the WWF is all elite.
Imagine if they did that. Imagine if they signed a deal with the World Wildlife Fund specifically just to fuck off the WWE. That'd be brilliant.
That would be hilarious. I'm gonna say, like, Pickle Rick's been pretty impressive in this match so far, but in quite a good show in. Like, we've not seen much of him here in AEW, but he's holding his own here.
In all fairness, Pickle Rick is canon because they did have that best friends match. That was a co-promotion with Rick and Morty on Halloween.
They did, didn't they? Like, but that all it was what? Just people in the crowd wearing Rick and Morty masks, and that was it.
Rick and Orange Cassidy dressed up as it's the vintage Panda Steamroller.
What is this move?
I don't know. He was like one of the most over people in our EFED.
He was, wasn't he? He really was.
Oh, EPD Claw by Lance Archer. He's gonna try and take out Panda. I generally lost track of what I was saying because I'm looking at the Panda. I'm generally completely forgot what I was talking about. Everybody.
Lance Archer going after a Panda, trying to make it even more extinct than it already is.
Remember, his thing is that everybody dies. Does that include animals? We don't know. We're going to find out in this match.
The Panda goes up top.
TK's just shaking his head and dancing in the corner. Now he's getting powerbombed. Oh, he's just been dropped. Absolutely dropped by Scorpio Sky and Cody.
And do you know the plot thickens here, because we said that Tony Khan recruited Greato Khan into his faction. Could we have another one here? TK told me that TK stands for Tony Khan. My
God, it's an inside job. So there's gonna be a whole faction of notable TKs.
His full name.
TKs, notable Khans.
Tony Khan Cooper.
The Khanperation. My God. The Khan Ministry.
The Carnalition.
The Carnalition.
The Carnival. Someone's been eliminated.
The Carnival. Yes. There we go. Book it. Oh, is that a 3 count? Who's been eliminated? Is that a 3 count? Someone gone?
Someone's out to. Well, I'm not sure.
I swear I saw a 3 count. Was that a count out on the outside?
Oh, it could have been. Avenge Gary there, Pickle Rick.
This is all to play for.
Phoenix and the Panda with the shield powerbomb there on Ethan Page. All ego is all elite. So, the winner of this match get anything in particular? Like, is there a prize on the line?
Yeah, they get a title match against a TNT champion. There's Darby Allin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we're pretty sure that, so Cody can never challenge for the AEW title again, so...
Until he eventually turns heel and says, I'm the executive. I make myself the number 1 contender, which will happen eventually.
Although, I did see something. They did say that Cody could never challenge for the AEW title again. They never said anything about Cody Rhodes.
If that happened, I may generally put my head through a wall. Not because I have a problem with Cody, it's the fact that that's such a dumb way to get around it.
So yeah, the winner of this match will get a TNT title shot.
Confirmed. So if TK wins this, he's legally allowed to phone up AEW and say that I have won your Face of the Revolution Battle Royal. And if they say that's not what the match is, just ignore them. They're in denial. And demand first-class airfare to Dynamite.
But can you imagine what Gene Money would have to say about that? He would not be best pleased.
He would be furious. He's demanded that match for yonks. Or is TK there the entire time? Has he been hiding in Jacksonville for the last month and and he's not told anyone? He has got previous. Oh, can we start that rumor just to mess with everyone? Just go on your Twitter and say TK could be confirmed for AEW tonight.
Just like, what, Gene Money is a mystery ladder match?
Just do both. Was Mansoor on GCW last night? Yes, he was. He was a mystery opponent for some posh guy that's a bit like MJF, but not.
But Richard Holiday?
No, there's another one. There's another guy that's playing like an MJF style character.
The Miz?
In GCW. Not The Miz. Emily said she'll retweet it too if someone tweets that TK is going to be at AEW.
TK just hit the panda with the Sister Abigail.
That's a sentence I thought I'd never hear. Oh, big move from TK.
Oh, so you see... Oh, sorry, go.
I was going to say, we've seen, I think, the panda's biting TK.
The pandas have teeth, yeah. They must do to chew through that.
They must do, yeah.
Oh, and
the important question then.
Big puddle of blood in the ring.
I think that's from. I think the panda's busting TK open.
Yeah, so this is elimination, and like we say, no one's been eliminated yet. Once the eliminations start, they'll all happen really quickly. Oh, and a Canadian Destroyer there from Phoenix. You got a toast to the host who can boast of the most roast. Dark Elite Eric with the host. Thank you, buddy.
Imagine if Tom Lawler was the sixth person. Tom Lawler can't be in every promotion, even though we'd like him to. Who got eliminated? Oh, my pick just got eliminated first. Great.
Guys. You're a big
Emily, Emily, that's a riveting story. I'll let Reese tell that one on the stream.
Let me see what the chat is saying then. Oh, imagine if Tom Lawler's in the boxing match. So, M says, one time, me and my friend even recorded watching a porn with someone in a... What?
That's why I said I was going to leave that for you to read.
So that's why you're Tumblr famous. Does Tumblr still exist? I've never used it. I don't really know what it is.
Who got eliminated? Someone just got counted out. Someone... I keep seeing 3 counts and then no one leaves. I don't know what it is. This is exactly what the ladder match is going to be. Huddy Stream said, I need more info, which makes him look more sus than Emily in that one.
I mean, this panda is putting in a good performance here, but he just got Alabama slammed there.
Alabama slammed.
And Cody. Also, I don't think I...
Did Lance Archer just pull a chair out of his jacket?
Oh, he's done the old Eddie Guerrero. Referee didn't fall for it.
Big powerbomb. Kevin Nash powerbomb.
This Cody has the little neck tattoo, which I think is a nice little touch. That neck tattoo as well. I know, like, a lot of people gave him a lot of grief at the time. Like, I think it's really grown on me. I think, like, the thing with Cody's tattoo is it's so jarring when you first see it because you're so used to it not being there, and then all of a sudden it's there in a very prominent and visible area. But yeah. I think it looks really cool when he's wearing a suit, especially like he's got the shirt on and he's wearing a jacket, and you see like that little tattoo, you know, peeking out the top of his collar. Like, I think that looks awesome.
I've forgotten about it, but for me, it's still absolutely dog shot. I can't get onto it. It's a C. Oh, TK just eliminated Phoenix.
That's a former AAA Mega World Champion there.
TK, you can put on your cage match that you've got a picture of a Phoenix now. This is canon.
The EBD claw? Or was that like a choke slam?
EBD claw slam. Is the panda endangered?
The panda is gone.
The panda's extinct. Panda's gone.
Now 5 remain. Cody, Lance Archer, TK Cooper, Full Ego, Ethan Page, and Pickle Rick.
If TK wins this, I'm going to like fucking die. It's so funny.
This is a match that like Attack would book. Well, Lance Archer
TK Pickle Rick
trying to frame him. Bryce
and then someone's just kicked him in the face. Big sidewalk slam.
Look at Cody doing the Buff Bagwell there.
Because Cody is buff and he's the stuff. And he just hit a DDT on Ethan Page. EBD claw. Oh, does that mean he's out?
Is Pickle Rick gone? Yeah. He must have tapped.
Pickle Rick's gone. Big swan dive. We're down to the final 4.
Who will be the face of the revolution? Oh no, Bryce Rams went down.
Referee's down.
Everyone dies, including the ref.
Quick, TK, call M for a run-in.
Oh god, can you imagine?
I'm not gonna lie.
The show I go back to, I need to see PK and Emily doing twin magic.
Both were in dungarees, yeah?
Yeah.
You are right, TK. Everybody is ganging up on you because they know you're the big threat. They know that you're truly the face of the revolution.
Well, they should be wanting to sign TK so they can put him on being the elite because, I mean, Batman runs a pretty nifty rock, paper, scissors tournament. Oh, and there he is. He's out. Lance Archer's just eliminated him.
Oh, boo. Disgusting, but the TK just gone, fuck's sake.
Oh no, we're cancelled.
We have to just end the stream now because TK didn't win the Face of the Revolution Battle Royal.
Well, bye everyone. Let's go over to this screen and you see it set up. Ryu Mizunami challenging Hikaru Shida for the AEW Women's title. Let's go.
Right. Let's go. I'm going to quickly drop my stuff up downstairs and then run back up for the for this match full show.
Let's just get caught up on some of these comments here. So, actually, I think Matty read a few of these out. Nyla vs. Rhea was a hoss fight, and there's not enough of those at the highest level of wrestling. I agree. Like hoss fights, like when they're bad, they suck really bad. But when they're good, and like the match in particular, I'm thinking is SummerSlam 2017. I'm gonna say when it was Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, and Roman Reigns, I think. Like, that was just a huge hoss match. Like, that was awesome. But yeah, no, we're going to see active styles here. Hikaru Shida, probably more of a technical wrestler. So, yeah, this match is definitely going to Oh, sorry, did I just read out 5 names? I can't even remember what I said. But yeah, no, Shida going straight in on the offense here. Little dropkick. A delayed vertical suplex there. That was some kind of Falcon Arrow there. And yeah, Shida really taking it to the challenger here. You know, he doesn't have a challenge like this yet, though. This represents like a different, completely different challenge to everything she's faced before. But yeah, no, Shida, I didn't think Shida was going to win the AEW Women's title. Like, back when Nyla Rose was a champion, Shida was challenging. I didn't think Shida was going to win, and Shida did win. I think a lot of people were surprised by that. But she's held the title for a long time. She has taken on all challenges, so yeah, this has been one hell of a title reign. We see another defense though, or will we have a new champion? Because the AEW women's division, just in general, I feel has really improved recently. Like the past year, especially, like people like Britt Baker, now one of the biggest stars. You know, they've built up Nyla Rose. Like, I think that one of the issues they've had is it's been really stop-start. Like, some of the things look to have been like they've been trying to do stuff with Kong or with Brandy, perhaps, and they kind of get going and then it kind of stops. So I think it's still got some way to go, but we're definitely seeing steps in the right direction in this women's division.
I agree. I'm back now, by the way.
I was just talking about how things have been pretty stop-start. Like it feels like every time they try and do tossed out of the ring there. Every time they try and do something, like it feels like it comes to a halt. Like the stuff with Kong and the stuff with Brandy.
Yeah, it's like one of those things that I generally, for a while, like it seemed like they weren't interested in building the division unless it didn't involve Brandy. And I'm not a massive fan of Brandy. Like just personally, I feel like she's not really come on from a rookie year that much at all. But then with Brandy kind of out of the picture through happier times, obviously her having a child and stuff, it's kind of given them a bit of a blank thing. And then they've been dealt about hand with the pandemic. Like I imagine they were in a lot more building with Yuka Sakazaki and Riho. They were lucky enough obviously that Shida had already moved over there and stuff. They would have built a lot more and probably brought more people over, like your B Priestley's and your Jamie Haters and stuff. They probably would have brought them more likely. Statlander getting injured, they'd finally kind of got their big face in Chris Statlander. She then got injured. They had their big heel in Britt Baker. She got injured. It's been a combination of real I think like misdirection early on, then combined with bad luck. But now they've really built up, like I said, they've got so many people now that can, like I can see Jade Cargill, Red Velvet, Anna Jay, Tay Conti, Britt Baker, Riho, Nyla Rose, Danny Jordan, and many others. I can see all, and Maki Ito, can see all of them building a really, really solid women's division in the next few years. Like I can see you can build that women's division around Jade Cargill and Red Velvet based off that tag match alone. They are both going to be mega stars. Like Jade Cargill is going to be a mega star heel. She's got so much presence and can wrestle so well so early on. Anna Jay, I generally feel, and by side, because I know that me and Mike always talk about how much we love Anna Jay and Tay Conti, but Anna Jay has come on so much so quickly in that promotion by learning on TV that she's going to be a megastar. Tay Conti's finally being allowed to see her potential in the ring because she's not being limited to the NXT style. They're allowing her to grow and stuff. And I agree, Mike. The work that QT and Dustin are doing with the women are incredible. It's comparable to when Finlay worked with the women like in the early days,
yeah.
and kind of brought them up to that. They're doing so much good work. Give it like the end of this year, I reckon you'll start seeing the all cylinders firing.
The Falcon Arrow, no one kicks out. Yeah.
Did the deal. Oh yes, nobody kicks out the Falcon Arrow. Shida.
This time someone actually didn't kick out of it.
Shida picking up the dub. Yeah, I can see them like coming on leaps and bounds.
Anyway, this match is all set up, so let's head on in and see then who will win. Face
How do you
Painty
make it a
Boys
street fight
on
Fire Pro? Out of interest.
Say again, sorry.
How do you make it a street fight on Fire Pro?
Ooh, I thought about that. Probably turn like DQ off or something.
Because you know, I know you're probably playing this on your PlayStation. You know, on the PC, there's like a deathmatch mod on it now.
Yeah, I might get this on PC. Like, basically, I'm never sure about getting games on my PC because, you know, of like how like the graphics cards and stuff.
Yeah.
I know, like on PS4, it's a safe bet, but I do feel like having this game on PC would be a lot easier in a lot of ways, especially for playing the, you know, those mods you mentioned. Yeah, I've seen New Legacy playing on the Deathmatch mod with panes of glass and stuff. It looks awesome.
It looks really, really cool with the light tubes and stuff as well. Really, really sick.
I love how you went so high there when you got flipped. Yeah, the big anti. It's
nailed it.
Sting.
It's actually think of it because you watch Deadlock as well. The song they sing about Darby Allin, which is I'm stinged, generally kills me because it literally is so fun. There he is.
Little stingy boy junior.
It's the son of Sting.
Do you think Darby Allin could do twin magic with Thunder Rosa?
No, separate sides of the face.
Oh, do you think Thunder Rosa then is Darby Allin's sister and Sting's their dad? Oh wait, yes. We need to get something going here.
Who can stop the path of Cage?
I don't like they took that song off of Brian Cage and just gave him the generic GW.
It's like I don't know why they thought that. Like the AEW themes are often very good. Like Mikey Ruckus, I think, does a fantastic job with the themes. But that one though, I don't really know. It's like
I don't like the Team Taz theme. It's really generic. Oh, Ricky Starks, a man that we've all like. I think we have talked about how good Ricky Starks is for years. I think back in the days of Extra Talented when he came over to the UK and we're talking about this guy is a star, is going to be a star, whether it's tag team or singles, and he's just proven how good he is over the last few years in NWA and on the Indies and now in AEW. It's just Ricky Starks is so good.
Well, when he first came into NWA, I thought he was going to be used more as enhancement talent. Like, I think the first match I saw him, he lost to Trevor Murdoch. So I thought that that's the way it was, you know, he was just going to be there. And, you know, he won the crowd over. He won that national title. And, you know, he became the biggest star in it. Like, some of it, you know, you seen that announcement about NWA returning soon.
Yeah.
Some of, like, everyone's been really positive about it, but some of like the more negative kind of comments about it I've seen are like NWA isn't going to be the same without Ricky Starks and LA Knight.
Yeah, it's going to be weird to
think actually that someone would be saying that like after, because it was only about for what, 6 months or so.
Yeah, not that long at all. 6 months.
So
to
for
a year,
Ricky Starks to like get to the point where people would be saying, "Oh, it's not going to be the same without him," like this shows how, like, you know, how big he got in that promotion.
It's gonna, the return of the NWA is going to be really interesting because they have lost like 90% of their talent to other promotions and stuff, and they've got Nick Aldis, they've got Thunder Rosa, they've got Trevor Murdoch still. They've got Aaron Stevens.
The Scorpion Deathlock.
They got James Storm and stuff, and the Rock and Roll Express, of course. But they're gonna have to pretty much rebuild. I think like Royce Isaacs isn't under contract anymore. I'm pretty. Does that mean That mean there we go? It's confirmed. Christian's joining AEW.
That's gotta be.
Sting's just hit the unprettier. Yeah, like they're gonna have to bring in a lot of new talent, which I wouldn't be like them again. Also now, obviously, it's gonna be like tinged with a bit of sadness with the NWA starting up again. Obviously, with Josephus, the question mark, sadly passing away like a week or two ago. So hopefully they do a nice thing at the start of the of that return show for him. But it's going to be interesting to see where they go with this and see what people they bring in. Because they even need to redo the commentary team again because they've not got Wade Barrett anymore because obviously he's now signed with NXT. So
yeah, well the whole Billy Morgan, like his right hand guy, like Dave Lagana, he's gone as well.
Oh yeah, he was a part of rightfully ostracized for, I believe, speaking out. Or I can't remember what it is. I think that's the case.
Yeah,
but he's
I'm
definitely not around. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting to see where they go with this and what people they bring in. There's enough talent. I was talking to Mike actually earlier on, so I was watching the GCW show, and I was making the claim that perhaps Ricky Shane Page might be the best. Or was a Rana? Oh, no, not even a one count.
What if Ricky Shane Page is in the ladder match?
I would love Ricky Shane Page because I said Ricky Shane Page is probably right now the best unsigned talent. Like not signed to a major company at the moment. He's just on another level with his work in GCW. He's so good. And he's cut a load of weight as well. Like he looks in great shape. And he's just love Ricky. And I would love him to randomly turn up somewhere.
Sting returning the favour there with a big powerbomb onto Brian Cage.
Big powerbomb and the sex pin, of course. The best kind of pin.
I always used to get confused when that thing flashed up on screen, but I found out what it means is like you do your opponent's move. Oh, Sting, big bump to the outside there.
Yeah. Alabama slam from Sting, and then he's just locking in the Scorpion. He's doing a Brock Lesnar. He's got his move and he's sticking to it.
Could we see Brock Lesnar be all elite?
This is the other one that's maybe like a realistic by long shot. I mean David Beckham against Wimbledon from the halfway line, long shot. But it is really because he's not signed to anything. He's not signed to anyone at the moment. So if Tony Khan's got the money, but I don't think anyone want that because it's not as if like someone put a great meme like if Brock Lesnar joined AEW where it was like Kenny talking to Brock and being like, so I'm going to hit you with this move that's named after an anime. It's just Brock going, fuck off.
Yeah. Also, I think like Jericho and Lesnar like aren't the best of friends.
I'm not sure. Like, so it's going to be interesting. Like, I think people are on the money when it comes to Kurt Angle. I think Kurt Angle might be a possibility.
Well, yeah, because remember when Kurt was when he left WWE recently, they did give him another contract offer that he turned down. They wanted him to be Riddle's manager, I think.
Yeah. So it's one of then again, I think they did the same with Big Show, didn't they? Like lowball him on a contract and stuff.
Big Show, they were like, oh, what's he good for now? Make Drake Maverick piss himself? Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, also, he wasn't happy
segment.
with the Randy Orton thing with Big Show when Randy Orton mugged him off and there was no comeback from him.
Like Mark Henry, could that be what? Although is Mark Henry in the actual Hall of Fame?
No, it's Hall of Fame worthy. They didn't say he was in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly. But like saying Hall of Fame worthy makes me think they're not in the Hall of Fame, but they should be. And that's like
Mark Henry is in the Hall of Fame. That's what I was saying. Yeah, Mark Henry's in the Hall of Fame. So, Breezy also it's a street fight you left count out on. Come on, in the count. Big powerbomb. Big leg drop. Big boys
like the forwards. Oh, and the free.
Oh, there we go. So it was a barrage of moves. Big leg drop, big senton, and Darby Allin's thing pick up the dub. True Star said, if it's Brock, I want to see Brock do a shooting star off the ladder.
Oh, wow. The main event. So, in the exploding barbed wire death match, which for some reason is a mode that is on this game, we have Jon Moxley challenging Kenny Omega. Kenny's gone blonde for this match. I think he knows he's about to be electrified, but yeah, Jon Moxley challenges Kenny Omega for the AEW World title.
Let's do this.
The main event. Do you think this match will go on last, or do you think if it's going to be...
Yeah, like, because they've got to set the ring up and stuff for this, it's either got to go on first or go on last. So I think it's going to go on last. I wouldn't be shocked if they pre-recorded it and put it on... and put it on, like put it on the end of the show, but I don't think they will.
Kind of like they did with the Boneyard match. Oh, Mox trying to put Kenny into the barbed wire. Kenny's having none of it.
Early doors. Remember, if it goes to 30 minutes, the whole ring explodes.
Oh no, and Kenny has gone into the barbed wire.
Into the first one to taste the exploding barbed wire.
This is shades of Wrestling Society X.
The glory days with the exploding cage between Dragon Gate. Oh, and the other lads. It was Dragon Gate and someone else. Oh, Moxley stopped himself from going into the barbed wire, as is Kenny. Also, both men not wearing shirts with their manly, not cowards, confirmed.
So, do you see, for anyone wondering how this match is going to look, well, it's basically like what we've got here. The ropes will be replaced with barbed wire. Kenny Omega very helpfully drew out a diagram of how it's going to work, and it's very much like this. The outside of the ring are going to blow up.
Yeah, they've got this one. The only difference is, because they've got the ramp that connects to the ring, they've only got 3 sides of exploding barbed wire.
Oh my god!
Oh! Orange crush bomb out of nowhere.
Yeah, I haven't
Moxley.
seen that move since like SmackDown 2 or something. Moxley's busted open. Wow.
Oh,
only 3 minutes into this match.
6 and 12 elbows. Oh, DDT into the blood.
You remember that LAX versus OBE, and it got pulled off of? Was it like Admiral 5 pulled it or something because it was too violent?
Oh,
we were doing
the ladder match. Yeah, the ladder match was like they had like the thumbtacks and the barb. No, they had a barbed wire match. That was it. It was a barbed wire match, and it had like they went full GCW death match with it. It was really, really good as Mox goes into the barbed wire.
Oh, Mox wearing that crimson mask now.
Big chop. Snap suplex.
Oh, now Omega has been busted wide open as well, and this could be it. Aubrey Edwards just for 2.
I'm hoping they did. I'm hoping they do the same thing in FMW. They had the referee in like a hazmat suit.
That's
the barbed wire matches, which was quite fun.
These two, I think it's safe to say, like, these two just really don't like each other.
I think so. When you kind of DDT someone from a glass table and then superflex them onto a barbed wire trampoline, I think you get the feeling that they're not on each other's Christmas card list. Oh, paradigm shift, early doors.
Just for 2.
It ended there. A 6-minute-long barbed wire, exploding barbed wire match. It was like, oh.
Yeah, Kenny Omega saw that whole career, his whole title reign flash before his eyes. I'm a super kick, shades of the Young Bucks there. They taught him that.
Big kick.
Of course, these two. Oh, what's he going for here? Chris Brooks.
Oh, Tiger Driver 98. Yeah. A shooting star.
Yeah, these two coming from like completely different backgrounds, but both have some experience of this kind of match before. You know, like Moxley coming up in CZW with like everything's ultra violence. Omega in, you know, like DDT and in Japan.
Yeah, I don't think he's been in. Oh, he might have been in Barbed Wire match. I can't remember off the top of my head. He obviously had the Lights Out match, but he would have grown up around the deathmatch scene with DDT and stuff. I
also feel like, you know, this isn't the kind of match you associate with Kenny Omega, but I think he's so good that like he can just do anything.
Yeah, he's very much a like a jack of all trades. He can fit in everything, and like he seems to mesh really well in these hardcore matches with Moxley. True Star said the LA, we're talking about he'd like an LAX versus OVE match, but with explosions. I don't think we're going to get any OVE matches anytime soon, obviously. But yeah, they could have had an exploded barbed wire match. Eddie versus Sammy barbed wire in Impact. It was okay. Like it wasn't as good as the other barbed wire matches they've had in Impact, but it was decent. Eddie and Sammy. So.
And Kenny Omega built this match himself. We saw in Dynamite. He was in his.
He did.
What do you call it? Like the blacksmith lodge or something? Like banging that hammer.
Yeah, with Alex Marvez still stalking him every move he makes. Big orange crush again.
Oh, 2.9. This match, like, I think we're not far off from the finish yet.
Yeah, which is funny because, like, imagine in real life they did like an 11-minute, 12-minute long barbed wire match. People would be fucking furious. Oh, deadlift German, no sold by Moxley.
Death Rider.
Paradigm shift.
Paradigm shift, sorry.
I wasn't correcting you, I was just saying the name. I was having this chat, I was actually having this thought a few days ago where it was just like, why do you have like two names for the same move? Stick with one.
Oh, but speaking of one, it's for One Winged Angel, and no one has ever kicked out of that move.
No one's kicked out of this.
There it
and
is.
No one will.
Free.
Hope you like a 12-minute long barbed wire match.
And still, your AEW World Heavyweight Champion, it's Kenny Omega. Wow, Don Callis is seeing dollars in his eyes now. Big Dick Donnie.
What happened is that the tag team Casino Battle Royale went 90 minutes, so they had to cut this match short. That's what happened.
It's Shades of All In.
Yeah, Shades of All In. They had to cut it really, really short.
Oh wow, but speaking of going short, the stream has not gone short at all because I think we're just coming up to 3 hours here, so...
Yeah, I remember saying to you, I was like, oh yeah, we're fine, I'll have dinner at like half. It's only take us like 2 hours. And 3 hours later, we're like, oh, we're still on. We are still on. But that was fun, man. That was really, really good. I enjoyed that.
It was a lot of fun. Like, it's something I haven't done for quite a while, and something like we haven't, like, of course, we used to do this every week back in the day, Mike as well. Something we haven't done for a while, and yeah, no, it has been a lot of fun. Some good match. I always love like the kind of random shit this game comes up with, and yeah, huge main event, 97 rating. Omega still the champion, and I think that's what we both predicted as well. So
yeah,